Hey guys, welcome to our little refresh video. Um, Glad to see everybody coming in, hanging out, and joining in on all the stuff we've been doing on our Facebook pages and our groups, and just being able to get together however we can. I know the kids have been doing Zoom Sunday school, which I think is awesome. Props to Miss Sherry for setting that up. And I know we've been meeting with the youth once a week for youth group, which honestly I really love because I miss my kids. I miss them a lot, and so just getting to see them for a couple minutes is fantastic. Um, I know Tom and I have been working to try to make sure that we're still trying to do what we can do to help you guys grow in this time. And I know the whole staff of the church has taken on to do different devotionals throughout the week, and a lot of them are doing a lot of other stuff behind the scenes that we're going to see the fruit of that here soon. Um, if you guys need anything, please let us know. We love you guys. We want to take care of you guys. Um, Taking it a day at a time, trying to stay safe. As part of this video, I would like to kind of lift up and say, if you're not already following us on Facebook in either our videos on our Facebook page proper, or seeing what we're doing with our Facebook groups, if you are a youth, make sure you get a part of our Facebook for a youth page or group, youth group, something like that. If you're a parent of a youth, get a part of that. We're playing some crazy Family Feud, and if you have a small child, go follow or be a part of our group for the Village Church Kids. Talk to Miss Sherry about getting it as part of that, and she'll get you set up, plugged in, so that way you can get your kids plugged in on Zoom on Sunday morning. Which, I mean, I can't tell you how important it is to try to stay connected while we still can, because this connection is what's helping a lot of people through. And you know, we spent so long getting into the habit of coming together at church every Sunday morning. We can't let those habits break away, because once we let the habits go, it's going to be way harder to bring them back together. So I hope you're joining us together for our Sunday morning worship, you know, because technology is great that we are able to do that. And, you know, really, I think we've talked about like technology enough over the past couple months on how we're going to be connecting, whether it be Zoom, Facebook Live, whatever. I really don't need to have our traditional refresh technology moment. I actually want to just kind of jump right into a little bit of scripture that's kind of been helping me through this time. And I was originally looking at a smaller piece of the scripture, and then as I was getting ready to create this video, I was like, you know, let's just read the whole thing and see what it all comes to. Because God does this thing where you've read the scripture before, and He brings like this little bit of it to your mind, and you like lock onto that, and you're like, yeah, you know, I'm feeling that. I get that. That verse is comforting me. It's helping me. And that's a great thing. And then I was like, you know, I just want to see what's the broader scope that this scripture is in. And so I pulled up, and it's Psalm 46. So hear this. I'm gonna read the full psalm. It's not super long. Here we go. Verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. Though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging, there is a river whose stream makes glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her, she will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see what the Lord has done, the desolation He has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shield with fire. He says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress." So I'll give you about 5 seconds to take a guess at which part of that was coming to my mind. If you guessed be still and know that I am God, that was it. Because that's one of the things that I've been really trying to work on. Because right now, even though everything is being like put on a pause button, there's still so much that we're doing. Like we're still kind of working through everything. Work just looks different now. It's still there for a lot of people, and now we're at home where the kids are in school but not in school. It's really weird. It's an adjustment for everybody, and realistically, we're just as busy as we were before. And I saw something floating around on Facebook the other day that was saying like, right now everybody's still measuring productivity on a scale or a measuring stick, whatever you want to call it, from 2 months ago. You can't do that anymore because the world that was 2 months ago just is not the same world as we have today. We have to learn to measure everything differently. We have to measure our growth differently. We have to measure survival differently. We have to do all these things a little differently because, let's be real, it's all different. And yes, we're hoping for everything to go back to normal, but it's going to be a slow process to get back there. We want to get there safely and keep everybody safe. And so, be still. I have to intentionally think, man, what does it mean to be still? Because being still is hard. Like I said, we're so used to measuring ourselves to this level of productivity where we're running, we're doing 50 million things. And now we're being really unproductive at doing only 1 million things instead of 5 million things. That's still silly. Like, we do so much as a people. What does it mean to be still? And I had to, just stop completely. Just everything off. Close the doors. Sit in silence. And I could only do this for 5 minutes to really be still because we're so uncomfortable. At least I'm uncomfortable being still. I don't know whether it's just ADHD or what it is, but I can't be still. But I was for 5 minutes, and man, got that part down. I was like, okay, I'm still. And then there was part 2. Know that I am God. Man, when we're still, we can really recognize that. Maybe we can recognize it too while we're going about the hustle and bustle of life, but man, if you can see God in the everyday life, you're really going to see God when you're still. When you just slow down and say, okay, 5 minutes, I'm going to just be still. God, what's up? How's it going? Let me know what's going on. Hang out with God for a little bit. And, this whole, concept that I had in my mind was really good. And I was like, yeah, be still and know that I'm God. That's really applicable right now. I can really, live that out right now. Because I think it is a little easier, like I said, only doing 1 million instead of 5 million things. We have a little more time, supposedly, to be still. But then I went back and I read the whole psalm, and I was like, man, God is refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Man, is that what we need right now? We need strength. We need someone ever-present. We need that help when we're in trouble because, man, I don't know, I feel like we're in a little bit of trouble. We need somebody to lean on and rely on. And just having God there to do that is so powerful. I kept on going and I was like, man, the world that is being described here in the text, there's chaos, there's wars, there's all this, the nations are in uproar, kingdoms are fallen, and yet still in those moments that all the chaos is happening, God says be still. God doesn't say go and do 50 million things so that way we can fix these issues. He says, no, be still in Him. Be still and know that He is God. Man, that's really we don't do that. We see an issue and we're like, all right, what can we do to help? What can we do to fix this? What can we do even on this global pandemic scale? And a lot of this stuff is great. I mean, people are coming together. We're sewing things to make masks and companies are trying to work together to make ventilators and all this great stuff, which is, it's good, but there's got to be a certain point where we just say, okay, we've done what we can, all that we humanly can as me as an individual, and I just need to take the step back and say, okay, God, I've done what I can. You can do way more with it than I can. I'm going to be still. I'm going to let you do your thing. Be still and know that I am God, man. That's just so powerful. Yeah, being still is hard. But give it a shot. See what it does for you. And in proper Tom fashion, I would like to end our little refresh moment today with a question for you. And that's that's a little bit about being still. Or maybe not. I don't know. Tell me what you think. A couple months ago, when we had our Christmas party, I got this wonderful book with 2,000 different would you rather. There it is, 2,000 would you rather questions. And as I was looking through, really like this one. And it is, would you rather have a pet goldfish that speaks to you, or a pet plant? Well, I guess not pet plant, but a plant that would talk to you. And I mean, especially during this time of social distancing, my pick all day is my little homie plant that's been hanging out with me since Christmas. If this guy could talk, I would have so much company all the time. He sits right by my desk. He's a cool little homie, although he does need a bigger mug here soon. He's getting a little big. Yeah, what about you guys? Would you rather have a pet goldfish or a pet plant that would talk to you? Let me know in the comments, and we'll be seeing you guys next week. Make sure you're following along with all of our Facebook groups, pages, all that good stuff. And if you're not a part of that, go on YouTube and follow. You can like, comment, subscribe, whatever on my videos, but also go check out what Tom Bowers is doing. He's been doing a lot of stuff. 10 with Tom every morning. His YouTube is Pit 76 Temple 0. No spaces. Again, that's Pit 76 Temple 0. Go follow that. And he's been putting out a lot of great stuff. That's how I start my mornings now. We love you guys. Take care. Be safe. And be still.